possible to be happily married but still strongly attracted to someone else? And should you or should you not tell your spouse about it? This is our topic of the day and a bold conversation. Welcome to Bold Conversations, the show where we boldly explore real issues affecting real people. Now, how this works is we start off by watching a short dramatization of a real issue affecting real people, after which my fabulous co-hosts and I get to talk about it. My name is Mwendwa Mbogwa. I'm a wife, a mother, a communications specialist, and an entrepreneur. And joining me today is Ida Njage, who is also a mother, a human resource and marketing specialist with a passion for the arts. And beside her is Gerald Owino, who is also a father, an entrepreneur in research, who is passionate about the youth in Africa. Welcome, guys. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Great to be here.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Now, Samantha wrote in this week, and she told us that her husband, Mark, has behaved secretly of late because of a new employee who she thinks that he is fond of. Let's take a look at this. Tough one, guys.
Looks good.
Martha, kindly send Terry into my office, please. Yes, Terry. Send her right away. Yes. All right. Thank you. Samantha, what are you doing here?
I wanted to surprise you.
Oh, thank you. But what are you really doing here?
You're not happy to see me?
What's the purpose of your visit?
And you're wearing a purple tie again.
It's a habit I picked up.
And by the way, you need to fire that watchman. Can you imagine he thought I was pregnant? Is my stomach looking big?
No. It's not looking big.
Oh, a purple tie. My favorite color.
Samantha, this is Terry. She works here. Terry, this is my wife, Samantha. Yeah, this is my wife. Yes.
Oh. Yes. Nice to meet you and congratulations.
Oh, no. She's not pregnant. She's just... So what brings you here?
Martha said you called for me.
Who? Me? No. I didn't call for you. You can go back to your desk.
So, Terry, what is this that you do here? Oh, I'm Mark's personal assistant. Oh, personal assistant?
Personal here might be misconstrued to mean something else, eh? She's a secretary.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Yeah, she's been working with us for a short period of time.
Mark, we've been together for 10 months.
Yeah, 10 months, 2 months, 1 week. I mean, who's counting, eh?
I agree. Yeah. 10 months is a long time. You two must have been spending a lot of time together. Yes, we actually do. Guys around here actually joke that I'm his office wife. Isn't that funny? Very funny.
Terry, would you kindly go and pick those files for me from accounting? Can you do that right away? Good.
Okay, fine. I will leave and go back to the office.
Sam.
What?
It's not what it looks like, eh? I know what you're thinking and...
I'm not thinking anything. Or should I be thinking something?
Sam.
I mean, you're putting on purple ties. You're wearing lip balm. Clearly, you're dressing up to look good for your little pretty Miss Terry.
Sam.
You're attracted to her.
Sam. Samantha, babe.
Hey, let me tell you. So, I know what he should do. What do you guys think? Should he tell Samantha? Mark is clearly attracted to this intern?
Obviously is.
Should he or should he
applied.
not tell?
That lip balm was applied at least 14 times. Honestly. This is, it's cut and dry. He's just misbehaving. Really simple.
What has he done?
He's misbehaving.
How? What has he done?
This is just a ticking time bomb.
No, you said he's misbehaving. What's the evidence that he's misbehaving?
Really?
They work together. She's calm. That's a PA.
Yeah.
Fine, you know. I mean, he's a guy.
Yeah.
Physically, he's able to notice she's present, and you know. But he's not done anything wrong yet.
So the question is, Gerald, Ida, should he or should he not tell Sam about it?
He should.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Full disclosure. Just say. He should have said it 10 months ago when that girl walked into his office.
But how do you even begin
No.
such a conversation? There's this hot chick who I work with.
Yes. Really, as simple as that.
My point is, what do
There's
you
a hot
say?
chick in the office.
There are like 5 hot chicks in the office, or what?
Yeah. No, but Samantha needs to know. It's a conversation. How was
From
your
1
day?
to 5.
What happened today? You know, there's this intern that came into work today. Man, she's hot.
Really? How would you take that if
You
he came in
faint.
and
You
told you
fall
that?
down. You can't
Did
go
you
to the
feel
next day.
betrayed
The
and
next day, she'll be in the
No.
office.
Oh, come on. I mean, we're not living in a bubble. There's people I imagine out there. Same thing. I'll come and say, hey, man, there's this guy. Man, good thing we're married. Bas, and you just leave it at that.
so you think that you can handle that conversation?
I
If he
think
came up
so.
to you?
Yes,
Right.
I think it's just if you're just open and honest enough about it.
Yeah.
Because it's going to happen.
Right.
The rest of your life. I mean, you're married. You're not blind. So you'll see it.
So let me ask you guys, what is it about secretaries and interns for the men and for women? You know, it's the assistants and the, I don't know what he is, but
Yeah.
what is it about these guys?
The PAs and the assistants, and secretaries,
Assistants, yeah.
sometimes they just look hot, which is not fault of their own.
That's true.
It's
I'm not
not
saying we
for the-
discriminate against
it's
beautiful
not, you know,
people. That's
yeah,
all right.
Hire good-looking
Yes.
people, motivation in the office.
Hire them
you know.
for the accounts department.
Not really. Not back office, definitely front.
I don't know about that.
Now, but the point is, I think the threat, the real threat is here, is that because she's there, she looks hot, she's got a modern,
Modern what?
setup, in terms of her clothes. She's dressed, nice suit.
Yeah.
She looks, her hair is good and nice and fresh.
Right.
I mean, she presents herself in a certain
That is not in
good way.
contention. She is
Yes.
a
Now the challenge is that when the wife or partner would look at her and say, "Hey, this young lady is going to steal my partner." Now, I think the best-looking person should be my partner or my wife. That she should be the best visually,
Attractive
exciting,
person
because
to you.
a man is a visual creature.
Right.
So the PA will do all she wants to do. But when I look at my wife, I'm like, yo, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh.
Yes.
This one.
yes.
So
But
you've
the
gone into the
situation is
territory.
different.
He's gone into the territory of wives letting go of themselves.
Yeah.
Once they get married.
Kujiachilia.
Yeah.
I mean,
He
we're
married
here
this
to talk about a
figure
fact,
A, and he's now gotten figure O.
Yeah.
Let's talk
Honestly.
about that.
The truth is that when he married her, most
Yeah.
often than not, she was particular size, she looked a particular way, she was appealing to him.
Yes.
Then fair enough, you get married, and the comforts. And some of them can be said to be excuses that, we've had kids, therefore I look like this. No.
Yeah.
Excuses.
But it's really about, is she putting effort to
Right, to
be
look
that
good.
hot-looking mama that I met?
Yeah.
Is she that exciting mama that I met?
Yeah.
And equally, of course, the guy has to remain that hot jama as well.
Right.
But I find that, and we've seen this in society where they get married, things start going downhill. So the guy comes home after a hard day's work, he opens the door, and there she is. She's got her t-shirt on and like a stocking, nothing very exciting to. Then the next day, there's hot-looking secretary. I mean, he'll be, of course.
Yeah.
So it's really, when I go home, when this guy goes home, he should go in and yo, that is the woman I
She
married.
needs to be hotter than the secretary.
Absolutely.
Honestly.
And
Just
she
conversation.
she just needs to claim it.
Oh, she needs to
Yeah,
claim
that's-
it. So
that's-
that she's
that's why
doing
he
nothing
married her.
about it. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's why he married her,
And not
because
the
she's a hot.
secretary.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think you're limiting guys a little bit, that they're visual and that's it. And then now if she doesn't look the same as she did when she was young and, and her body wasn't ruined by childbirth for your wonderful, beautiful children. I mean, if you look at when couples are married,
You know what?
within a year, if they haven't had kids, there's aunties coming to say, hey, bado, how jaharibu waist?
No.
So there's already an expectation
kind of aunties
that
are
the
those?
waist will
Right.
no longer be this, it will be the other way.
you know what?
You know, so you can't expect that
You can
this
lose your
woman-
waist, but you
Yes.
look great.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree with you. But why are you wearing lip balm for her and not for me?
No.
Why aren't you
Let's talk about my
getting
marriage
to
first.
the house at the door and you're fixing your tie and doing lip balm 14 times before you
Let me
enter
tell
the
you. Let me
house?
tell you. Let me
Tell
tell
us.
Why are
you.
you doing it for the intern?
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, and we've seen this.
Yeah.
A lot of women have resigned. Once you get married and yes, you have kids,
Yeah.
you resign.
Mm-hmm.
You resign and say, this is just what it is. This is
like
what
the
it
woman you
is.
talked about with the t-shirt. What is she doing? Probably starring ugali
Into
the way you
ugali.
like it.
So-
you know? So she's
let her
doing,
keep doing that.
it with love for you.
Yeah, let her keep
you
doing
know?
that.
Yes.
There's a hot secretary in the office.
Yeah.
Yes.
For your visual.
No, for everyone.
Okay, but you know what, guys? Let me just
It's just
jump in
dangerous,
here
yeah.
because
Yeah.
we've bashed Mark a lot. But you know, women are no different.
Yeah.
You hear about women who are attracted to their pastors,
Yes.
or
Yeah.
your gym instructor. So I mean, women are not innocent in
No,
this whole
absolutely
thing.
not.
What's that about? What do you think?
By the way, you
that's
better
all
have a
about?
good
There's
story.
just a gap.
a good
Some things they're needing something that they're not getting from their partners.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still selfish at the end of the day because you still have to just work with your partner at the end of the day.
Let's talk about this letting go story.
Yes.
You know, you said men let themselves go,
Yeah.
women let themselves go.
Yeah.
Why do you think this is?
Couples stop working at it.
Yeah.
You stop working at, I met this guy or this chick and we look like this. And this was what we were about when we
Yeah.
met. Then life came and we kind of like lost focus.
Yeah.
You know, when couples are at a senior age and they're still able to be friends and
Yeah,
close,
yeah.
that's powerful because they
Yeah, it
kept
is.
working at it.
Yeah.
At it.
Bearing this now, bearing all that we've said, should
Yes.
he or should he not tell Samantha?
Full disclosure.
I think it's how it's told actually.
Yeah, everything
It's
is
how
delivered,
it's how
yeah.
it is delivered. Yes,
Yeah.
you're right. Because it can be either way. How is it delivered?
Yes.
And do you feel like you've been given all the information? Do you feel you understand? Is it genuine and all those things?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to take a break there. But when we come back, we're going to continue with this juicy conversation. And we're going to call in an expert who will be able to bring in some sound advice to this one. So please don't go away.
Oh, a purple tie, my favorite color.
Samantha, this is Terry. She works here. Terry, this is my wife, Samantha. Yeah, this is my wife. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
nice to meet you and congratulations.
Oh, no. She's not pregnant. She's not pregnant. She's just. So what brings you here?
Martha said you called for me.
Who? Me? No. I didn't call for you. You can go back to your desk.
So, Terry, what is this that you do here? Oh, I'm Mark's personal assistant. Oh, personal assistant?
Personal here might be misconstrued to mean something else, eh? She's a secretary.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Yeah, she's been working with us for a short period of time.
Mark, we've been together for 10 months.
Yeah, 10 months, 2 months, 1 week. I mean, who's counting, eh?
I agree. Yeah. 10 months is a long time. You two must have been spending a lot of time together. Yes, we actually do. Guys around here actually joke that I'm his office wife. Isn't that funny? Very funny.
Terry, would you kindly go and pick those files for me from accounting? Can you do that right away? Good.
Okay, fine. I will leave and go back to the office.
Sam,
What?
it's not what it looks like, eh? I know what you're thinking and
Not thinking anything. Or should I be thinking something?
Sam,
I mean, you're putting on purple ties. You're wearing lip balm. Clearly, you're dressing up to look good for your little pretty Miss Terry.
Sam,
You're attracted to her.
Sam, Samantha, babe.
Welcome back to Bold Conversations, the show where we boldly explore real issues affecting real people. Now, just before the break, we were talking about Samantha, who wrote in and told us her husband, Mark, has been behaving in a suspicious manner because of a new employee who she thinks he's attracted to. Now, Ida and Gerald were heating things up here, so we needed to call in an expert. And joining us today is Reverend Tom Otieno, an ordained minister with over 14 years' experience in marriage, parenting, and youth matters. He is happily married to his wife Susan, and together they have 3 children. Reverend Tom, it's good to see you. Karibu sana.
Thank you very much.
I know this is not a foreign subject to you. You must have dealt with this many times. So, should he or should he not tell?
That's always an it depends situation.
Oh.
Yes, it depends on one, the security levels in the relationship. How secure are both of them? How secure is she to hear it and it not wreaking havoc in her heart and spill over into the relationship? Wow. Secondly, it depends on the guy's maturity. If he had intentions on her, and 10 months they may already have slept together, there may be a lot to tell. Can she handle? And can he handle the fact that she could be mad for a long time? Will he stand by her? And will he ask to be forgiven? And if he is forgiven, will he work on the habit and get rid of it, kick it out?
Even more complicated.
Yes.
Yeah.
So are you advocating secrecy?
No, I'm not advocating secrecy at all.
So what do we
I'm
do?
saying there's no cookie cutter way of handling that kind of situation.
Okay.
You have to consider every relationship in its right. You could actually help your spouse to deal with an eventuality in a hypothetical situation. If this happened, what would you do?
That's how you would...
That's the best way to approach
Best way
it.
to go about it.
What would you do?
All right.
Because what
Is that
does
to
it
gauge
do?
their reaction?
Yes.
Okay.
Because then you test the waters before you actually do it.
Okay.
Now, my advice to him is he needs to go to a man who he can open himself up to and who will not betray him. And a man who can therefore help him walk back to a place where he can keep his vows.
Yeah. In this particular situation, should he let the personal assistant go to save his marriage?
There is no guarantee that the relationship will stop just because
true.
she
She's
has
gone.
stopped working.
Yeah.
So there are deeper issues
Yeah.
that if she opened her eyes, she could see it's really not the office scenario that's the problem. It is his life and his heart. That's where the problem is. The choices he has decided to make.
There are scenarios saying,
Yeah.
you know what, you're married a couple of years, yes, kids have come, etc. Now, but you really want her to, you can encourage her all you want.
Yeah.
You encourage her, say, baby, you look great, but you need to, I mean, why don't you work on this? But then you notice that just there's no response. What do you do in that kind of situation where you're really not getting any response from your partner?
Of course, in situations like that, what one suffers is resentment. You will resent your partner because you're trying to cheer them on, and they have basically just rejected all your efforts. Resentment doesn't die easy. It's a toxin in relationships, but it does die. So if you work hard at it, you'll kill it. What you do with situations like that is prayer will help, but using other people who can exert influence over her will also help.
It's almost inevitable that you would be attracted to someone.
Yes.
What can couples do to avoid that next step or to ensure that they are not the ones who are the attractee?
There is nothing wrong with a couple looking attractive. If your wife looks attractive and people are attracted to her, it's not her fault.
Yeah.
But she can
And that's good for a man, right? He wants
That's
his
good for
wife
a
to
man.
look
Hot,
attractive.
hot.
When people
Yeah,
are
he wants
making
to show
passes
her
on your
off.
wife, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It adds to the ego of the man.
Wow.
But it's
You
also
just have a knife next to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
I don't know. That's why I wonder if it works.
For women,
I don't know if it works
different. I'll
the
take off
same
my
for,
shoe and
for
I'm
women.
like,
You know, oh, he's hot. It's okay.
Yeah.
Attracted.
No,
I
it's
don't
not
know
the
about
same.
that. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually not the same
the
for
same.
women
Yeah.
because
Right.
you notice, you want your man to look good, and when he does, and then these chicks are all over him, you're thinking, no,
Yeah,
it's for me.
this is my man.
So I think very, very quickly one has to say, after you look attractive, you must define where the boundaries lie.
Absolutely.
Very clearly to both of you, and then keep reaffirming those boundaries.
Please spell them out for us.
Spell them out? Okay, fine. Frequent, honest, non-threatening conversations, not fights.
Yeah.
Non-threatening conversations. I call them peace conferences.
Yeah.
Peace conferences are when you take each other out and you really are not intending to sort out anything. You're just intending to open your hearts to each other and talk about any and everything. Once a couple reaches there, they really have reached the level of intimacy where they should be. Learn to forgive each other. There cannot be a relationship without forgiveness. Granted, forgiveness can be abused. Now, there is no recourse to that. There's really a choice we have to make. I think the last one is the ability to let go. People can forgive, but people hold on to things. Letting go liberates you. It liberates you to love again. It liberates you to love deeper than you even loved before. You can actually love a person deeper who hurt you very deeply.
So for all these things to happen, you know, the letting go, forgiveness, it's done under the assumption that the aggriever is also working on themselves.
Correct.
For it
In
to
fact,
be able
the biggest
to
percentage
move forward.
is a person who is aggrieved rather than the aggriever. The aggriever needs to work on themselves, but the person aggrieved
Also
carries
needs
the
to work on
most
themselves.
pain and actually carries the key to the moving
for their
forward of that
relationship.
relationship. Okay.
Wow.
So
I'd like to ask, in moving, like for this relationship, rebuilding intimacy, how do couples, you know, keep the fire burning?
you got to learn how to manage routine. That routine will come, but routine doesn't always have to steal from you the fire. So learning how to spice up routine and break routine. So a retreat here. You can even decide to meet in town and go and book a room, you know, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I think secondly is learning to clear pain from the path of marriage. Because pain is a big thief. But pain properly handled is a big asset. It's actually a resource that builds marriage.
Yes.
People who go through pain in marriage and manage it properly come out much better. And they're able to love more intensely and more honestly. I think thirdly, what I've seen happen is learning to master each other's love languages and becoming adept at it, you know, becoming an expert at fulfilling each other's love languages.
There's some good meat we've been given today.
Yes. I feel equipped.
You feel equipped, right? Yeah. Stuff that we can take away and deal with.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to have to cut us short, but that's all we have time for today. You know, many succumb to extramarital attraction because of an unmet need or undealt with conflict, as we've heard. But we need to get honest with ourselves and release ourselves from the disappointment of expecting perfection from our marriage partners. Because if we don't, then inevitably the grass will always be greener on the other side. As we've heard, keeping attraction private is one of the most lethal things we can do for our marriages because it becomes a breeding ground for fantasies and what-if thoughts. But being honest, upfront, and finding an accountability partner will begin to help us deal with the issues at hand. For more information or resources on this bold topic, please check out our Facebook page, Bold Conversations, or our Twitter handle at Bold TV Show. I want to thank my co-hosts, Gerald, Ida, thank you very much. As always, you guys are superb. And Reverend Tomotieno, I have a list of things, you know, of stuff that you can apply and do and begin to do and take away with us today. So thank you so much for those wise words. This is Bold Conversations. My name is Mwendwa Mbogwa. Until next time, keep it bold and keep talking.